Today I'll show you a comparison between duct tape, cloth tape, and the best one, I believe, the gaffer tape. So the gaffer tape is the one that doesn't shine in the lights here, and the most shiny one actually is this one. This is the duct tape, the 3M duct tape. And the next one here is the cloth tape from HPX, very strong tape. There is strong glue on this one, and there is cloth. Smells a bit really strong, this one. The duct tape doesn't smell so much, and it's actually also very strong. And the gaffer tape has a low reflection, and supposedly it will give low residue when applied to a surface. So let's see. I want to do the first test. This is actually the most difficult test. The most difficult test for these tapes is the cloth. The hardest test for these tapes is to bind to cloth, because usually they will not be able to hold on very well to cloth. So the tear on duct tape is, as you would expect, it's a bit not very perfect, not straight, but it's working. So I have the duct tape here ready, and then the tear on the HPX cloth tape, also pretty good. Let's see. This is better, I think. That's better. So HPX is ready here. The weight of the tape, the cloth tape is thicker. This duct tape, the version I have, is a bit lighter. Maybe there are duct tape versions which are more thick. And this is the gaffer tape. Similar tear. Now I'll put it here. This is how they look like individually. The gaffer tape seems also less reflective even on the back of the tape, and more neat, I would say. That's the cloth tape. It has this, it's called tougher tape, the HPX tougher tape. It has the cloth like the gaffer tape also. And the duct tape has very little fibers in it. So let's see. I will try to bind them to this mouse pad and see how they can hold it. This one, and then this one, and this one. So they are all three on the mouse pad, and you can see the reflections on these two. That's the duct tape, the tougher tape, and the gaffer tape is very basic neutral gray, dark gray, black. Now this is really not a scientific test, so I might make some mistakes here. Please forgive me if I do that. I'll try to press them as much as possible. And let's try to tear the duct tape first. So it's holding on. It's holding on, and it didn't really leave any residue here. Next is the HPX tougher tape. This one came out much quicker, no residue. And now the gaffer tape comes out pretty quick, maybe somewhere between these two. So they are all holding on to this material, and they didn't really leave any residue on the mouse pad. This was just short term, quickly now. The residue will show, it will appear, it will stay behind once it's sitting there for a long time, and especially on high temperatures. This is my old phone. I'll take the duct tape and put it on the screen, on the camera there. Then the HPX stuffer tape, cloth tape, and the gaffer tape, HPX gaffer tape. Also, there is something interesting now between these three. The duct tape is very, you can glide your finger over it, but the tougher tape, cloth tape, is a bit harder to glide like this. And the gaffer tape is very, very smooth. It will glide your finger very easily. So if this is important, this is to make some resistance. This one doesn't have almost any resistance. It's very, very smooth surface, like this. This is the same pressure, and if I press really hard, this is giving resistance. This less resistance. So if you want resistance from the tape, so something doesn't slide, the cloth tape actually is the best one. And if you want the lowest resistance for gliding, the gaffer tape is the best one. But the thinnest one from these three is the duct tape. So the duct tape is thinner than all of them, and as you can see, the main point of the gaffer tape is the reflection. From these two you have reflections. From this one there is no reflection. You just can't see it. The lights are above, you can see it on the other ones, but not on this one. So let's try from the phone. Pull the duct tape. I can lift the phone with it for sure, like that. And if I pull it, I could feel the screen of the phone was lifting really. So it was really maybe not a good idea to use the phone for this. Let's try the HPX stuffer tape. Also comes out. Still no residue on both of them. But a residue test would be a long-term test on the high temperature. And gaffer tape. This is really strong. And actually between these, the gaffer tape, the one I have, is actually leaving some kind of residue. This pattern, I don't know if you can notice it on the phone. That pattern there. The cleanest from these is the cloth tape. The cloth tape was the cleanest. Nothing here. The duct tape is a bit messy there. And this strange pattern from the gaffer tape. So I don't know if this gaffer tape is really that good. It does leave a little bit of pattern. I don't know, under high heat. I will make more tests. I will use it on the lights and see how it goes. Between these three, they all have pluses and minuses. The duct tape was very cheap and it's very thin, so you can really use this a lot. You can package a lot of things with it because it's thin. You can use more of it. The cloth tape, the HPX stuffer tape I have, is much stronger than the duct tape I have, and also it's thicker, so it will be used faster. And you can see already I used a lot of it. And the gaffer tape, it's the one I have now. I got it, and it's the most expensive one, and it will hold on to clothes, to a lot of things. But I'll see about the residue. If it's really, it seems like the cloth tape is actually the better option because it really doesn't leave anything behind. That's it. I'll do more tests and make another video in the future maybe, or put a comment or a description update. Thanks for watching.